transistor is a switch. So we can able to use as a transistor as a switch. Switch we have two operations are the off condition and on. Off we will get the cutoff region, on from get the saturation region. That means below the base current we get the off condition, above the base current because we have standard value. Beyond this value is becoming saturation. That value we call as a on condition. So apart from this, we have a active region also there. In this region, this BJT, this transistor, acts as an amplifier. So that is important. Frequently asked. This question is frequently asked. In the which region the transistor acts as an amplifier? That is active region.
Sir, in diode, like for silicon and germanium, we have a cutoff where 0.3 to 0.7 it will start as a switch. In transistor also similarly there will be a cutoff voltage, after that it will start into saturation.
Yes. So that's why here the instead of cutoff voltage we discuss about the base current value. So that's value here. So we have a typical values are there. So here we didn't have that. That is based on the devices. Because in our college we are using the especially because the common platform is a college. So in the college we are using the SL100, BC147. These are the transistor names. I hope we are using these transistors. Each and every transistor is having its own transistor. So that's why we say that. And thanks for information. Nowadays they didn't ask this question, but anyhow, this SL100, BC147. So 2 years back they asked these questions. So here SL100, BC147. We have a 5 characters of that. 5 alphanumeric characters are that. Okay? And especially 2 alphabets, 3 numerical numbers. If we have a 2 alphabet, 3 numerical numbers means we are using for the what we call as commercial usage. For commercial applications, we are using the 2 alphabet, 3 numerical numbers. Sometimes we have here 3 alphabet, 2 numbers that we go for the industrial, research purposes. Research purpose and especially for the different purposes they use that. And yes, the first letter stands for the device name. That is either silicon or germanium. Yes, B stands for, yes and B both stands for silicon. SL100 BC147 means this transistor is made up of silicon. And the A letter stands for the germanium. The first letter, apart from this, the first letter represents the type of the material. Second letter represents the applications. So I think I forgot the second letter. One is a low frequency, high frequency. Like this, I share the letter, I will share it. But I didn't keep in the slides because nowadays they didn't ask these slides. So that's why I remove the slides. And similarly for the BJT type, for genodiode, IZ6.3. This is the diode which is mostly used in our college. I think this diode in the gold, the glass. I saw just if you remember 20 years back, you may remember that the genodiode is made up of the glass metal. So that IZ6.3, we come to our point, IZ6.3, the number after the Z we call as the cutting voltage. IZ6.3 represent this diode genodiode is capable to withstand 6.3 voltage. So this is the represent the genodiode voltage. So I come to our point. So in this area, the transistor acts as an amplifier. So here amplifier, so active region. What is the formula for the resistance? R is equal to V by I. What is the formula for the conductance? G is equal to I by V. Huh? Here they ask the transconductance. That is output current divided by input voltage. Here the in this circuit, this is the output current, this is the input voltage. So output current will be input voltage IC divided by VBE. So this question here all the options are related to the emitter configurations. So simply we choose answers. Similarly, they may ask this question for the common base and common collector also. But mostly I said mostly they didn't ask common base and common collector. Most of the questions are related to the common emitter configurations only. Yes. G stands for output condenser output current divided by voltage. Here the trans means output current divided by output voltage. Instead of output voltage, we are go for the input voltage. So that's why output current is IC, input current is equal to VBE. So we need to find beta. Beta which is equal to IC divided by IB. IC divided by IB. So IC is available here. I base current is not here. But we know the formula IE which is equal to IC plus IB. So from this 100 divided by okay. Suppose instead of beta, they mention find the value of HFE. HFE is nothing but a current gain. Current gain for common emitter configurations. So common collector amplifiers. So as I told, in the impedance matching, sometimes you call it a voltage emitter follower, voltage follower. So that means buffer. So application is emitter follower buffer. Just keep in this word. Buffer means temporary storage. Where we use the temporary storage? Usually storage means we go for the logic circuits. So mostly common and cultural configurations used in the logic circuits to store the data. Forget about the common base, because common base also uses amplifier, but for the low signals. But most of the questions we didn't get their common base, so we forget about this one. And in these amplifiers, we have three important parameters. Like in the transform, in the electrical machines, we find the efficiency and regulations. Similarly, here we go for the gain. Voltage gain, current gain, power gain. So gain means output of the input. So output voltage or input voltage, output current, like this. But here the gain, by using this formula, the unit for the gain is unitless, because we divided the voltage by voltage. So we have no unit if we are using this formula. But mostly the gain is represented in decibel, because the gain, as I told, in the machines, the gain is less than 1. In the electronics, the gain is greater than 1. In general, is a big number. So the big number is represented in terms of decibels. So we must remember this formula. Here, gain in decibel. An important thing is, for the power, we are using the 10, rest we have a 20. So voltage gain means AV, which is equal to 20 log output voltage by input voltage. And more specifically, the base is 10. So for voltage gain 20 log, current gain 20 log. For the power, instead of 20, we have a 10.
What is A?
A stands for gain. In the electronics, the gain represented as a capital A, or simply A. Suffix V stands for voltage, current, power. In the control system, they are using the word G. So here we have the box represents the amplifier circuit. Okay, the circuit consists of transistors and other elements are there. So here we are giving the base current, we are getting the output. Simply I say instead of base current out, here they are giving the input signal, here we are getting the output. Okay, this is the amplifier. The same amplifier I take some fraction from the output and I take some fraction. To mention the fraction, I put a box. I take some fraction from the output and fed to the input terminal. So that time, this circuit we call as a feedback amplifier. This is the, we call as an amplifier. This we call as in the right side, we call as a feedback amplifier because we are taking a sample and fed to the input. And I use the word, we take a sample, so that's why we use the fraction. So this concept we call as a, this box we call as a feedback factor. Feedback factor, sorry. The feedback factor represents as beta. Suppose here VI, here V output. What is the gain? Gain A is equal to that the box represents the amplifier. The amplifier represents as a gain. So that's why the A represents as V divided by V naught divided by VI. Here it is VI. Here we have output V naught. But we are using some feedback systems. So here the gain, which is equal to here I use the word OLCL. OL stands for open loop, CL stands for closed loop. That means this A we call as a OL. So OL means there is no feedback. CL means we have a feedback. So that's why it is also OL. Sorry. Open loop, correct. Open loop, closed loop. So formula for the open loop gain, which is equal to output by input. Simply output by input. For closed circuit, that is feedback systems, we call as a closed loop CL, which is equal to A OL divided by 1 plus OL beta. So understanding purpose, I put the OLCL. Usually in our book, they represent a hash symbol. Yes, A dash. A dash stands for the closed loop gain. Okay. Now, what is the beta? Beta is a feedback factor. We are taking some sample. Suppose beta is equal to 1. Means what is the meaning? Yes, sir? Yes. Because if beta is equal to 1 means we take all the output and put the input. That means we call it a unity feedback. Beta is equal to 1, which means it's a unity feedback. So at that time they didn't put beta is equal to 1. Simply they mentioned like this. which means beta is equal to 1. Okay, is correct? So mostly we have a question from the unity feedback systems. So here, how we get the formula? So in our exam, they didn't ask the derivations. So there is no need to go to the derive the equations. And here is too important. This question frequently asked in the exam. So without changing the numerical number, this question frequently asked in the exam. If your gain of amplifier is 10, having negative feedback 9%, what will be the gain if the feedback is removed? So that means we need to find the gain. What will be the gain? So our objective to find the gain. But we know two gains are the open loop gain and closed loop gain. Which gain we need to find? Either open loop or closed loop. We need to find the open loop because what will be the gain if the feedback is removed? After removing the feedback, we need to find the gain. That means we need to find the open loop gain. So our objective is A O L. We need to find the O L. If the gain of the amplifier is 10, having the feedback 9%, that is beta is equal to 9%, correct?
Yes.
Yes. The gain of the amplifier is 10. This gain represents the open loop or closed loop?
Closed loop.
Closed loop, because in the next they ask the closed loop, open loop gain, so that the given data in terms of closed loop. Now we know the formula A CL, which is equal to A OL divided by 1 plus A OL into beta. 10, which is equal to okay. So in this problem, always we did a mistake. %9 means 0.09, but due to the curiosity, we put 0.9. Actually, we put 0.09. It is 0.09. Because our brain 9% means 9 by 10, 0.9. So by this way we solve this problem, we will get the answer. So this question frequently asked in the exam. So amplifier working with a good gain. Amplifier working in the active region good gain. So always it is the active region. BJT used to amplify. So transistor is used to amplify in saturation. Suppose BJT used to switch and operating in off condition. By this way, they may ask, right? Yet no, that you have no question like this. They may ask. So cut off saturation. By this way, we get the answers. And this question frequently asked in the exam. So here, power, and we need to find the decibel. So we use the formula 10 log we use this formula. So in the first question, we have an amplifier. So in the amplifier, the given input is 1 unit. 1 unit of power, we are getting 2 unit of the power. So I think we discussed the AC fundamentals. So 10 log 2 by 1, which is used 0.3 dB. So for half, we have a -3 dB. So recently, I think last week, one of our engineers had this question, 3 dB. I think you, Mr. Prabhu, had this question in your WhatsApp. So this is the typical circuit diagram for common emitter configuration. So we have a transistor. We have a transistor here. So the base emitter is connected to the ground. So here. So that's why it is called as a common emitter configuration. So here we are giving an input signal. Here we get the output. So this voltage we call as a biasing voltage. This is the input signal. And this R1, R2, we call as a biasing circuit elements. Voltage, more specifically in our college, we studied voltage divider biasing, self-biasing like this. We have so many circuits to discuss. And especially voltage divider biasing, mostly we are using that. So this R1, R2, which is used for the voltage. This question not asked in the exam. As an engineer, just remember this. And C1, which is used to filter the input signal. Filter the input signal. Here, filter the output signal. And these combinations, we call as a bypass circuit. So this question asked in the exam.
They will highlight and ask.
No, they ask in the C2 or CE like this. This capacitor will, earlier they mentioned as a CE. In the common emitter configuration, the capacitor CE which is used as like this, or which capacitor which is used to bypass the unwanted signal like this, they may ask this question. So usually this is called as a bypass circuit. CE, this is RE. So in general, mostly we use only capacitors only, which is bypass the unwanted Here we say the ripple frequencies. Ripple we means unwanted like this.
Increase
And-
the gain. Increase the gain. Once again.
Okay.
Increase the gain. Even
Here input, this is the output. Here bypass. Okay. In exam point of view, we must remember bypass capacitor. That's all. Okay. And in general, this value is always mostly in general, I think 1.01, 1.001 microfarad. So in general, we are using this value. Irrespective of all the devices, all the applications. So the input signal, that